Hi everyone, I'm going to explain you my game Ramayan Ek Veer Gatha today. Okay, this is a simple fun game made for kids of age 7+. This game covers entire Ram's life journey. Now, as per Hindu culture, all our lives are divided into 4 parts: Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanvas, or we are calling it Vanprastha, and then Sannyas. In this case, we are calling it Dharmapsi. Every loop here has a different way to cross it. Once you cross all these loops, then your final battle here with Ravan starts. Okay, so this is basically the Ram Setu that you are building to reach Sri Lanka. And at every level, there is a challenge, and the challenge keeps increasing. On the final level, you have to kill Ravan. Okay, now we'll quickly explain you each and every loop and how to cross it. Okay, so this is the first loop called Brahmacharya loop. These are your 4 Rams. You can choose whichever color is your favorite. So it's basically a 2 to 4 player game. Okay, you all start from here, and then you start rolling your dice. Okay, let's say orange one goes first. He's got 4. So you start from Arab. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He landed on these points are called Vardhan points. He landed on a Vardhan. So he gets orange player gets a Vardhan card. Similarly, the next one goes, next one goes, next one goes. Everyone, whenever they land on a Vardhan point, they keep taking their Vardhan cards. Okay. Now, whoever completes this loop first, apart from the Vardhan cards that he's already earned, gets 3 more. Okay. The first one gets 3, the second one gets 2 extra, and the third one gets 1 extra Vardhan card. What we are saying here is that there are 16 blocks here. You just need to cross 16 blocks. You don't have to exactly land. Okay. So let's say in my first turn I got 4. Then I got 4 plus 4, 8. Then I got 8 plus 6 is 14. And I got a 5. So 14 plus 5 is 19. So in my 4 turns, I was able to cross this block. Now the winner of this loop gets, let's say if the green player was the winner, gets this Lakshman doll. Okay, so the green player will keep the Lakshman doll on his side. Okay, the powers, every the supporting character here, which is Lakshman, Hanuman, and Sita, they come with some special powers, which we'll explain you as the game progresses. Okay, now once everyone has crossed this loop, that is when we all will together start the second loop, which is the Grihastha loop. Okay. Now in Grihastha, what will happen is there are here, see, it starts from block number 17, goes on till block number 29. Okay, so now in this loop, everyone's going to decide in their mind first that how many turns they think they are going to take to cross all these 14 blocks. Okay, and at the count of 3, you will all bid. So let's say yellow says, I'll do it in 3 turns. This is how you'll bid. He says, okay, I'll do it in 4 turns. This one says, I'll do it in 5 turns. And this one also says, I'll do it in 4 turns. Okay, now they all start rolling the dice. This one actually completed it in 3 turns. Okay, so he becomes the winner of this one. The winner of this loop gets Sita doll and gets 5 Vardhan cards. This one said, I will do it in 5 turns, and this had said, I'll do it in 4 turns. They were able to do it in their whatever turns they said, they were able to do. So these get 3 Vardhan cards. Okay, but this one could not finish it in the number of turns he had said. He had said 4 turns, but unfortunately he took 5 turns to cover. So he will get only 1 Vardhan card. Now firstly, these are the Vardhan cards that we have. Okay, some of them, as you'll see, says gain 1 Ravan head. Okay, and some here are saying gain 2. Some here will say gain 3. So firstly, though, every time you get a Vardhan card, you have, if it says gain Ravan heads, you have to keep it open. Okay, this is because everyone should know how many Vardhan cards you have. Reason being, at any point of time, you cannot hold more than 12 Ravan heads in your hand. Okay, what? Now, once everyone completes this loop, okay, the winner of the Grihastha loop, like we told you, is the winner of Sita doll. and then everyone starts with everyone starts with Vanaprastha now. Okay, now in Vanaprastha, you start rolling the dice. Here are some important points here. This one, these that yellow ones are the Shupnaka points. What happens here is if you land on any of them, you have to go back to block 30 and start your journey again. However, if you were the winner of Lakshman doll, so Lakshman was the one who did Shupnaka's Vad. Okay, so Lakshman is not scared of Shupnaka. So if you are the winner of these dolls, you are immune to these points, which means you can just normally cross them. What happens if you you got unfortunate and twice you landed on them, twice you had to start your journey again, then if you get stuck on it again on the third time, you don't have to go back. Instead, just give away 2 of your Vardhan cards and then you are immune to any of these Shupnaka points and you can start going further. Okay. Now, the next challenge that comes is this Lakshman Rekha points. Lakshman Rekha, as everyone knows, Sita Mata had crossed Lakshman Rekha, and that is when Ravan had kidnapped Sita Mata. So now what happens here is, to cross this node, you have to get either a 6 or you have to get a 5. Okay, so let's say if I am here, okay, and I get 3 only, so then I will be waiting here only. Till the time I don't get 5 or a 6, now in next turn, I need to get 5 or a 6 to cross this. Only then I can cross. Let's say I was here, okay, I was on block number 40. I rolled the dice and I got 4. So which means I can cross. But can I cross? No. You can only cross 42 if you get 5 or a 6. But let's say you waited for 2 turns and you're not getting 5 or 6, then what do? So you just pay 2 of your Vardhan cards and you can go ahead. One more very important thing in this is, in a Vanaprastha track, from 30 to 50, you can get captured. By this, what we mean is, let's say you are on block 50 and somebody else also lands here. They will send you back. So you start your journey again. In one game, you can only get captured twice, and the capturing can only happen till this point. After that, no capturing happens. In one game, you can only get captured twice. After that, nobody can capture you. Okay? What happens now? You'll say, I was standing here. For 2 turns I waited and I was not getting 5 or 6, and meanwhile somebody else also landed here, so it's unfair for me to go back. So in that case, we have a rule saying that if you are waiting here to cross, which means that once you tried and you could not cross, so you're waiting here, that time nobody can capture you. Okay, you can wait here. Now also remember, kids, that when you are playing this game, do remember to use your Vardhan card. So let's say if you were on 36 and in next turn you got a 1, so you come here and it's a Shupnaka point, so you have to start again. But then if you play your Dice modifier card, okay, which means your score becomes 1 plus 2, 3, so you can land here. Similarly, if you were here and you wanted to cross this, but you got just a 3 on your turn, okay, so by 3 you were just coming here. So if you play Dice modifier card, it makes your score 5. So 5 is eligible to cross, so you can cross. Also, if you had the Sita doll, then you could have just crossed. Then you are immune to this point. This point doesn't impact you. Now in Hanuman Chakra, what happens is that you will keep going round and round if you don't land on 59 exact. Okay, so let's say if I am on 56, in order to cross this, I need to get exact 3. If I get 2, 6, anything else, it will not help me. Okay. Another thing to remember is, even to start this battle here, you need to have 10 Ravan heads in your hand. Okay. If you do not have enough Ravan heads in your hand, please keep going round and round and keep collecting the Vardhans so that you are eligible to fight the battle. Now the first player to cross Hanuman Chakra will become the winner of Hanuman doll. The power of Hanuman doll, it has 2 powers. One is that now this player from 59, it can straight go to the first boulder challenge. Okay, it can straight go for that, and next turn they can start the boulder challenges or Ram Setu challenges. Okay, for the other players, you have to cover this track also after coming out. Let's say if you are on block number 62, you just need to cross 64. So now you can cross it by getting 2 or by getting 3, 4, 5, 6, anything. If you get it, let's say I got 2. So I'm done with this, and next turn pe I can also start my Ram Setu challenges. Now we'll explain you all the 5 challenges one by one. Okay, now as we told you, to start the challenges, you need to have 10 Ravan heads in hand. Okay, maximum any person can hold is 12 Ravan heads. What happens in the first one? The first one's pretty simple. If you want to cross this, you have to, in one roll, you have to get either 4, 5 or 6 on your dais. You get it, you move on to the next challenge and perform it in next turn. If you don't get it, you can either wait for your next turn and try it again for free, or if you are in a hurry or you feel you want to do it in this turn only, pay 1 Ravan head only, okay? Pay 1 Ravan head and you can try again, or you can pay 2 Ravan heads and move on to the next challenge straight, okay? Now in next turn, you perform the second challenge. In second challenge, you have to get either a 5 or a 6 in one dice roll, okay? If you fail to do it, try again in next turn for free, or pay 1 Ravan head and try again in this turn only, or you just pay 3 Ravan heads and move on to the next challenge. Also remember that in these 2 challenges, if you were the winner of Hanuman doll, then you could have done a re-roll for free of cost in that turn itself. Okay. Now, when you are on the third Ram Setu challenge or the third boulder challenge, then you need to get 6 in one turn. Okay. If you fail to do that, you can try again for free next turn, or pay 1 Ravan head and try it again in this turn only, or pay 4 Ravan heads and move on to the next turn. Now in this turn, you need to get a total of 9, okay, in 2 turns. So basically we are saying you are, not in 2 turns, in 2 rolls. So basically we are saying that you're going to roll the dice twice. So I got 5 and then again I got a 5. So my total is 10. I needed to get a total of 9 or plus. So I can now cross. Okay. What happens if I did not get it? Again, same rule. If you want to wait, then next turn you can try for free. Otherwise, pay 1 Ravan head and try again in this turn only, or pay this time 4 Ravan heads to move to the next challenge. Okay. Now coming to the final battle, which is the Nabhi point. Now even to begin this battle, this time you need to give 3 Ravan heads even to start the battle. If you don't have 3 Ravan heads, you can also give 1 Ramban card to initiate the battle. Okay. Now, how do you win this? In 3 rolls, you will be rolling the dice 3 times. In that, you need to get a total of 14 or more to be able to defeat the Ravan. You are basically shooting the arrow straight into his Nabhi. If at all you had a Ramban card and you did not use it to initiate the battle, firstly, this Ramban card can only be used at the Nabhi point, okay? You did not use it to initiate the battle, then you have the option. It's a very powerful card and it says you can straight add 6 to your total, which means that now instead of getting a total of 14, you just need to get a total of 8 in 3 rolls, okay? But what are the other players going to do? Are they going to give it so easy to you? Not at all. What the other players can now do is they can give away 1 Vardhan card each if they want to. Whoever wants to can give it. And by sacrificing 1 Vardhan card, your total keeps increasing by 1. So let's say 2 players out of 3 agreed to sacrifice their Vardhan cards. So your total becomes from 14, it became 16 now. Okay. If you cross this, you have defeated Ravan, and then you just need to cover these remaining 5 blocks. Whoever reaches this point first is the winner.
So your Veer Gatha starts now. Let's see who reaches Ghar